better. And my friend Jade was telling me there's something I could do to improve this set. And I didn't get that from her, but I'm sure she would agree that a dog would improve it. So, Jade, I hope that's what you were talking about, that I needed to include a dog. Today, I wanted to go live and talk about something that has recently helped my clients, a different way to think about sales. So, a lot of people consider sales to be this like awkward conversation because they're asking for money, basically, is why a lot of people get tripped up. And if you think about it, you're actually selling all the time. So, for example, have you ever sold a friend on going to a game with you? Like a baseball game, let's say. And you know that they love the hot dogs, or maybe they're trying to meet a girl, or, so you're like, God, the hot dogs are just so good. Like, you got to come to the game. There's going to be cute girls there, blah, blah, blah. But if they were married, then you wouldn't talk about the girls. And you're like, and I'll buy you a beer. You'd sweeten the deal, right? You'd offer them something that made them come, like I'll buy you a beer. And if they were like somebody who didn't drink, you wouldn't sweeten the deal by offering to buy them a beer. You would sweeten the deal by offering to buy them something else. So what you're doing there when you sell on coming to the game, hey, Erwin, is you are focusing on their motivators and pressing on them. So the only difference between that and a sales prospect that you're talking to is you don't know your sales prospect's motivators yet. But it's the exact same kind of conversation. You just ask the questions to reveal the motivators. So like, why are you interested in this? What have you done up to this point? How did it work? What are you looking for moving forward? And then you know to focus on the beer or the girls or the weather or the game, for example. So it's the exact same conversation. You're actually selling all the conversation. It's just the money happens as a byproduct of it whenever you're able to convince them. So another example is like your kid or your parents or your significant other. Have you ever sold them on something? Like selling a kid on brushing their teeth is the hardest thing one of the hardest sells you can make. Or, selling them on eating their vegetables or something. But like the process is, what their motivators are. So a lot of people will be like, you get to play with your truck after, because you know that they love playing with their truck. So when you're talking to a prospect, it's like you find out that what they're excited about is that they get to they want to go on vacation to the beach later. Well, you'll get that beach vacation if you just put in this work. So figuring out those motivators and then having the exact same conversation that you would have all the time anyway. So whenever anybody says they're quote unquote not good at sales, they probably are. So like the other day at this event where I was speaking, I asked everybody like, have you sold anybody on anything? This exact same question. And this girl was like, yeah, I sold this girl on coming. I was like, how'd you sell her? She's like, well, I knew that she was looking at increasing her sales. And so I told her about this and I told her that we'd get like a cocktail first. So she focused on what she wanted, something she needed in her business that she knew that she needed, and then she sweetened the deal with a cocktail. So when you're selling something, let's say you know that they need leads, you're going to sell a leads package and then you'll sweeten the deal with 10 free leads. Or if you're like a VA, you know that they need help getting admin work done, and then you sweeten the deal with 5 free hours or something like that if they move forward in the next, 48 hours. So anyway, I just wanted to illuminate for you guys how it's actually just a regular conversation, like a conversation about anything else, and it's something that you're doing all the time. So stop thinking about it as like a different thinking about it as like, oh, I have to persuade them to give me money. And that makes you act weird. Think about it like you just have to persuade them like you would persuade your friend, your husband, your kid, anybody. Just uncover the motivators first. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if this makes sense. And you know what I would love? I would love if somebody would comment below on like somebody even if you sold yourself, think about how you sell yourself too. You sell yourself to get on a diet. You sell yourself on going to work out. Like, I have to get off my ass to work out, or I can't, continue to feel gross, or I haven't worked out for however many days, or whatever, or working with somebody or taking a job. You sell yourself on that with the pros and cons. So I'd love to know if there's something that you've recently sold yourself on and what it is, and if you can see how you could apply the same strategy to a sales conversation. All right, you guys, have a wonderful Thursday. Talk to you later.